Pain is temporary. It may last a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year, but eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it lasts forever. That surrender, even the smallest act of giving up, stays with me. So when I feel like quitting, I ask myself, which would I rather live with? Lance Armstrong. Even though he has been the topic of much criticism and debate, Lance Armstrong deserves tribute because he built one of the largest philanthropic organizations ever built by an athlete. In 1997, the Lance Armstrong Foundation was founded, and it later became the Live Strong organization that we know today. To date, Live Strong has raised over $400 million for cancer research, especially for cancer survivors. Armstrong himself is a cancer survivor. In October of 1996, he was diagnosed with testicular cancer. And in February 1997, after extensive chemotherapy and recovery, Armstrong was declared cancer-free. But even despite this, he lost his $600,000 salary with his French cycling team. Obviously, we all know that he went on to win 7 consecutive Tour de France medals from 1999 to 2005. He was also later stripped of those medals and banned from cycling for life after he admitted that he had doped throughout his entire career and took performance-enhancing drugs. In 2012, after media outbursts and storm of threats towards the organization, Lance Armstrong removed himself from the organization in order to help public image, so Live Strong could continue on. But this speech will not be about Armstrong's racing career. It will be about his philanthropic efforts. In May 2004, Live Strong launched a wristband campaign of yellow wristbands which were worn by many of the athletes in the Tour de France. And it generated over $100 million in donations and became a worldwide phenomenon of support for cancer survivors. These wristbands, along with several other things, fund programs in which Live Strong uses to best serve the physical, emotional, and financial needs of patients and their loved ones. These programs are designed to help survivors find the best health care, support services, and to help them understand the insurance and financial issues that go along with cancer. Cancer's total economic liability is over $305 billion a year for the world. But most of all, Live Strong is there to provide hope for survivors. Live Strong is a fantastic organization. They have survived their founder being publicly ridiculed and thrown out. In fact, they gained 2.3% in revenue the year that Lance Armstrong was admitted that he doped. Even despite all this, Lance Armstrong deserves a ton of tribute. Although he has made many mistakes in his professional career, his organization as one of the bright lights that cancer survivors look to in their lives. This organization is dedicated to helping cancer survivors such as Lance Armstrong himself, and grew so big that not even a doping scandal could undo the great work that Armstrong had done and accomplished for cancer.